Welcome to Storytime with Jamesy, a cozy place for families to laugh, imagine, and explore magical tales together. So snuggle up, get comfy, and let's begin the adventure.
The rain started just as Aurora headed to the park to play with her friends. They rescheduled, but it rained again. It frustrated Aurora deeply, not just because they missed a day at the park, but because her best friend Charlotte was moving away next week. Her parents had bought a house a few hours away, so their days together were numbered. Charlotte wasn't just a friend, she was the friend, the one who helped when Aurora got bullied, held her hand when her dog got sick, and shared her umbrella and her favorite markers. Charlotte was the kind of friend you only find once in a lifetime. The park brought more joy than any indoor game, and now it sat soggy and silent. 4 days later, the rain still poured. Aurora sighed and pressed her forehead against the cool living room window. Outside, the world blurred into one giant soggy mess. The sidewalk flowed like a river, the trees dripped endlessly, and the sky, gray, endless, unmoving, swallowed the sun. "Is it going to rain forever?" she asked. "All week," Mommy replied, stirring a pot. "Ugh," Aurora groaned, flopping onto the couch like a puddle herself. "You know, you can still go outside," Mommy said. "You just need rain gear." Aurora crossed her arms. Rain gear wouldn't fix the problem. "Charlotte's moms won't let her go out in the rain. Plus, I hate it," she muttered. "I can't do anything about it, sweetie. Maybe you should talk to Mother Nature." That night, with rain rattling her window, Aurora sat at her desk, arms folded tight. "Fine," she mumbled. "If nobody plans to do something about this, I will." She scribbled a letter. "Dear Mother Nature, please go away. I want to play outside with my best friend before she leaves. Sincerely, Aurora." She folded it, addressed it to Mother Nature, and handed it to Mommy. "Mail this, please." Mommy raised an eyebrow, but dropped it in the mailbox. Aurora watched from the door. As Mommy turned away, a gust of wind whooshed through the trees, carrying a whisper that almost sounded like a name. Armonique. Aurora's breath hitched. She shook her head. That was just the wind. The next day, Aurora made a plan. She printed flyers in bold, black letters. "Rain can't stop us. Park Playday. Bring raincoats." She handed them out at school, taped some to the park benches, and even slid one under Charlotte's door. But on Saturday, the park was empty. No laughter, just puddles, just wind. Aurora sat alone on the swing, a bag of sidewalk chalk resting in her lap. She held the juice box Charlotte had given her, unopened. "I tried," she whispered to the clouds. "I really tried." Her voice cracked. "Stop raining," she shouted, but the clouds didn't care. That night, she wandered into the woods. Even the trees wept. She clenched her fist and shouted again. A low rumble rolled through the clouds. Not thunder this time. Something listening. "Armonique," the wind whispered. Aurora blinked. The name again. The next morning, a new idea bloomed. She ran to the tallest hill she could find. Wind howled around her as she stood at the peak. "Let the sun out," she screamed. At first, nothing. Then, a dark cloud rolled toward her and stopped at the hill's edge. Aurora stepped onto it. She expected to fall, but didn't. The moment both feet landed, the cloud surged upward. Her home and the park shrank below. Wind roared. She screamed. The cloud slowed, stopped. A city floated in the clouds, stitched by lightning and wind. Tiny figures zipped from tower to tower, their cloaks trailing stardust. Nothing heavy was allowed, not boots, not burdens. As she walked, whispers swirled around her. She's from below. She wrote the letter? She wants to stop the rain? A tall figure emerged from a mist of swirling fog, their cloak rippling like stormwater in the wind. Their face shimmered like glass, shifting, first old, then young, then unreadable. "The sky doesn't answer to grief," the figure said, "and the rain listens only to her." Aurora hesitated. "Please, I just want one more day with my best friend." The cloud beneath her grew thin. "Only Armonique decides when the rain stops," the figure said, pointing to a rope ladder. At the top, a castle shimmered on a high cloud. Aurora climbed. The ladder swayed. A gust hit hard. Her hand slipped. She dangled, gasping. She gritted her teeth. She thought of Charlotte's laugh, of the way she always waited for Aurora to catch up. She pulled herself up and kept going. At the top, she knocked. The sound echoed like thunder. A tall woman opened the door, red hair, blue eyes, a gown of golden yellow. "Are you the person in charge?" Aurora asked. "Armonique," the woman replied, and stepped aside. The chamber was round and glowing. Walls of rippling light held windows to every corner of the world, fields blooming, rivers rising, dry lands aching for rain. Screens flickered like constellations. In the center, a pedestal with levers of cloud and crystal. "We don't stop the rain," Armonique said softly. "We guide it. See this?" She tapped a monitor. Rain filled rivers, flowers opened, animals drank from puddles. "But it's just a little rain," Aurora whispered. Armonique tapped another screen. A dry lake bed, a fox pawing at dust. "Oh, I didn't know," Aurora said. "If you still want me to guide the rain elsewhere," Armonique said, "just say the word." Aurora looked again. Her hand hovered over the controls. Then she let it fall. "No," Armonique smiled. Later, a cloud carried Aurora home. Rain still poured, but she no longer minded it. Aurora ran straight to Charlotte's house and stood on the porch, soaked but smiling. From the doorway, Charlotte peeked out. "I wish I could come out," she said. "Can I talk to your moms?" Aurora asked. Both mothers appeared, skeptical. "It's pouring," one said. "I know," Aurora said, "but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy it." She told them about the city, the monitors, the fox, the flowers, the choice she made. "It's not just weather," she finished. "It feeds everything, even friendships if you let it." The moms exchanged glances. "If you'd go to such lengths," one said, "it must matter." The other nodded. "Okay, 1 hour, with boots." Charlotte burst through the door. The girls twirled in the rain, their laughter bright and wild. Puddles rippled, birds hopped along the walk, and the rain, gentle, endless, joyful, danced with them, just as it had danced with the flowers, the rivers, and the girl who chose not to stop it.
Thanks for joining on this magical adventure. If you loved the story, give it a like and share it with someone who loves to dream. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a tale. See you next time.